Do not even come for me, because I will come for you. When I sit down here and I'm always like, this fragrance will do well more in the summer than the winter, I'm thinking to myself as well, girl, you come from a country where there's no winter. I may have snuck them into my collection without telling you guys, because I had probably come on the channel and slandered them, and then I found myself loving them. Like, how do I come back on the channel and let these people know that I've changed my mind? So today is the day of reckoning.
My people, welcome back to my channel. I make videos to help you smell good, look good, and feel good. It's Miss Prissy, baby.
Please subscribe, I'm hungry.
If you're not already subscribed to the channel, go ahead and smash that subscribe.
Speak the way you know you can.
If you're not already subscribed to the channel, go ahead and smash that subscribe button and become part of the family. Guys, let's start off on a good note. How about you go ahead, also smash that like button. If you end up watching this video and you don't like it, by all means, you can take your like back. I can assure you that you're going to love these videos.
I don't want love.
In today's video, I will be talking to you guys about fragrances that I changed my mind about. Okay, yeah, I'm a human being, I'm a woman. I can do whatever I want, okay? I can do whatever I want. So it's either I used to like these fragrances and I do not like them no more, or I didn't used to like these fragrances and now I love them, or I like them, or I have them in my collection. Some of these fragrances, I may have snuck them into my collection without telling you guys, because I had probably come on the channel and slandered them.
Fragrances are no good.
And then I found myself loving them. Like, how do I come back on the channel and let these people know that I've changed my mind? So today is the day of reckoning. Do not even come for me, because I will come for you. Don't come for me in the comment section. I'm allowed to change my mind. We all change our minds. Starting off, let me start off with one that I think I already confessed about on the channel, and that will be no other than Vanilla Diorama from the house of Dior. I'm just going to wait for the camera to focus on that perfume. I think it's focused. This fragrance, I remember when it came out, I came on the channel, I'm like, I don't know, it's a new release, a new launch, I don't know if I'm gonna buy it, And then the next thing, I purchased it for my birthday last year, and now I'm in love and I'm not gonna let it go. This is a spicy vanilla fragrance. Just imagine Vanilla 28 by Kayali, but a lot of spice and a bit of booze added into it. I think it's a fragrance that would do really well during the cooler seasons than the warmer seasons. But again, I also come from a country that we never have cold weather. So when I sit down here and I'm always like, this fragrance will do well more in the summer than the winter, I'm thinking to myself as well, girl, you come from a country where there's no winter. So are you saying that people in hot countries can't wear these fragrances? No, I'm not saying that. All I'm saying is that it works better in a cooler temperature than in a warmer temperature. That's all I'm saying. If you want to wear this during summer, winter, spring, fire, cloud, whatever, it will go. Go ahead and do you, boo. I changed my mind. I don't think I'll be changing my mind back again to declutter this. I think this is one that is here to stay. Vanilla Diorama. Next fragrance on the list, it's more about the notes than the fragrance. If you know this fragrance channel very well, if you know Miss Prissy, baby, like you know me, I know you. If you're one of my people, you should know that I'm not into tuberose. I do not like tuberose. I have a video where I talked about fragrance notes that I don't like, and I'm always shouting, I don't like tuberose, I don't like tuberose. But there are a few fragrances that made me change my mind and realize that it's not the tuberose I have a problem with, it's the way it's done in certain fragrances. Two fragrances that made me change my mind about tuberose. I'll start off with Love Tuberose from the house of Amouage. Just waiting for the camera to focus on that. And if you just see on the side, let it just pick up on the name. It's this soft pink, guys, and by now you should know that my favorite color is what? Pink. This bottle is so beautiful, but even the fragrance is more beautiful. This has got some marshmallow in it. Absolutely see myself wearing on my wedding day to walk down the aisle. It's just beautiful, it's just girly, it's just feminine, and at the same time it's warm, it's sweet, it's sugary. Definitely highly recommend. If you're the sort of person that likes to smell like a lady, this is one for you, definitely, darling. Another fragrance that made me love tuberose, actually no, Priscilla, don't be dramatic, it's not like I love tuberose now, but that made me realize I don't hate tuberose, is from the house of Electimus. This is MECURIAL CASHMERE. I know it almost feels like every video now that Priscilla talks about MECURIAL CASHMERE, MECURIAL CASHMERE. please, when I like a fragrance, I'm one of those people that will keep talking about that fragrance so that you guys know how I feel about the fragrance. In fact, let me give you a secret now. Observe my channel. Any fragrance that I tend to talk about and repeat over and over, those are actually the fragrances that I love. Those are the fragrances that I tend to wear in my collection. I'm just giving you a secret now, and I think that will be the same for a lot of fragrance reviewers. Check the perfumes they talk about on a steady, that they're always talking about. Those are the fragrances that they love. MECURIAL Cashmere, beautiful fragrance. I'm not a fan of the bottle. I'm not a fan of the bottle at all. I could see myself wearing the juice of this fragrance on my wedding day, but I don't see myself putting the bottle in my wedding album. You know how like on your wedding day, like the photographer takes photos of your accessories, like your earrings, your shoes. I won't want them to take a photo of this perfume, but I don't mind wearing the juice. I won't say I changed my mind on this fragrance necessarily, but I gave it a chance when I smelled the juice. I highly recommend, and I suggest that you sample before you buy. It's not blind buy safe. The next fragrance is going to come as a bit of a shocker to everyone, but I have to be honest, I wasn't the biggest fan of this fragrance when I first sampled it. In fact, I spent a lot of time with this next fragrance. Okay, let me take you guys out of your misery and show you the fragrance. It's Nishane Annie. I wasn't the biggest fan of this fragrance. I had the sample of it. This was a sample before I bought, and I highly recommend that you sample Annie before you buy it, because a lot of people describe this fragrance, and the way it's described is not the way it comes across to me and to my nose, because I will not personally describe this as a vanilla fragrance. I will describe this more as a spicy green, and I would really emphasize on the green, you know, and spicy before I say vanilla. It is powerful, beast mode, long lasting, but I would not say this is vanilla, because when I say vanilla, I mean there's vanilla 28, that is vanilla. Spiritus Doubly Vanille by Guerlain, I don't know if I've pronounced that right, that is vanilla. Vanilla Orchid, I think, by Van Cleef & Arpels, that is a vanilla fragrance. This, when you put it next to those fragrances I have just mentioned, then you will understand why I'm saying that I won't describe this as a vanilla fragrance. Is it a nice fragrance? Yes, it is. And it was one I changed my mind about, because when I sampled it, I was like, what on earth is everyone talking about, and what is wrong with me and my nose? But I spent some time with it. I was like, okay, not bad. But I highly recommend that if you don't have Annie, because of the way it's hyped, you can be tempted to blind buy it, and it might not be for you. It might be for you as well, but it's a very risky blind buy. Moving on, another fragrance that I changed my mind about, and this is more about the notes than the fragrance. So this is not about this particular fragrance, it's about a note in the fragrance. So if you know me very well on this channel, again, on that video where I talked about notes, which I'll probably link up in the cards, I did mention that I'm not a huge fan of leather. And I also talked about Santal Royale and how I struggle with the leather in that fragrance, although I haven't decluttered it because it was a gift from my dad, so I'm not going to declutter it. But I really do struggle with the leather in Santal Royale, and I generally struggle with leather as a note in fragrances for myself. I don't mind leather in a man's fragrance. I don't mind smelling leather on my man. But just for me personally, I'm more of a girly girl. I have met a fragrance that has made me to say, you know what, again, leather is done beautifully in this fragrance. It's not so annoying, and it's my latest purchase. It's La Capitale from the house of Xerjoff, guys.
Will you keep quiet?
Okay, I need to breathe. I am so excited about this particular fragrance. I am so excited to have welcomed La Capitale into my fragrance collection. This is such a beautiful fragrance. Lots of people have been hyping La Capitale here on YouTube, on Instagram. I'm like, okay. Because Xerjoff. Okay, let's talk a bit about Xerjoff. Let's backtrack a little. Xerjoff, in my opinion, is a beautiful fragrance house, but it's a hit or miss. Sometimes you meet some of their fragrances, they are beast mode. Then you meet some and they're like, the performance is not as great. That has been my personal experience with Xerjoff. And watch out, guys, on the channel I will be doing a whole review on my Xerjoff collection, because my Xerjoff collection has grown since my first Xerjoff video. So keep your eyes peeled, that video is coming. Anywho, So before this fragrance arrived, I was like, I don't know if it's going to be the one of the beast mode performing Zerjoff or if it's going to be a mild Zerjoff. But anyways, it was a blind buy, and guys, guess what? I love it. When I first sprayed it, I was like, this is not projecting. Where's the fragrance? Give it a couple of minutes, let it sit. You will not be looking for it. It will be all over you. This is a beast mode fragrance. Well, it's not beast, it's kind of beast mode. Well, it's beast mode, but not with a capital B, like with a small letter B. This has made me to realize that I don't... I love this fragrance. It's got some strawberry. This is a fruity fragrance, fruity floral fragrance. This has got some strawberry, this has got some rose in it, and then it's got some leather in it. But the leather is done so beautifully well, and it's balanced so well. My major fear as well with this fragrance was that because it had so many notes in it, I was like, if it's not well blended, it's going to be bad, because everything will just separate. But it is so beautifully blended that it all comes together. And as the time goes on with this fragrance on your skin, you can see it go from fruity, and then at some point the leather comes in, but the fruity note stays all through. With this one, in my opinion, you will smell the fruity notes all through for the whole time it's going to be on you. I'll be doing a whole review on this fragrance to let you know if it's worth the hype or not, so keep your eyes peeled on the channel. That video is coming as well. Next on the list is another note, and it is the note of oud. When I started my fragrance journey, I was just like, I love to smell oud on people, but I don't know if oud is on, is good on me. Until I met Oud Bouquet from the house of Lancome, and then I realized that, you know what, I don't hate oud. I just need Western oud, or oud that is blended really well, or oud that is done mildly, and Oud Bouquet was that fragrance for me. This is a very, very beautiful, classy oud fragrance. It's got the note of praline in it, it's got some rose in it. So this is a rose-based vanilla sort of oudy fragrance, although it hasn't got any vanilla notes in it mentioned, but I think that praline kind of makes it sweet, makes it subtle. This is one that is very subtle. I don't know why I'm being dramatic. If you do not like oud as a note, please sample Oud Bouquet before you finally give up on oud. Like, give oud a final chance by getting your nose on Oud Bouquet, and then if you do not like Oud Bouquet, then you can give up on oud. Yes, I said it, give up on oud. But if you're like me, you find oud a bit too harsh and you're about to give up on oud, give Oud Bouquet a try, and if you do not like it, then you can give up on oud. Deal? Deal. Finally, the last fragrance on the list is one that I used to like, and then I changed my mind on, because all the fragrances I've been talking about, I didn't like them, and then now I like them, or the notes, I didn't like them and now I like them. So on the other hand, there is a fragrance that I used to absolutely adore and I don't adore anymore. I guess that would be my declutter list, but I have to mention one in particular, and that's Lyra from the house of Zerjoff. It's not that I hate the fragrance, but it just did not perform really well on me. It's a really beautiful fragrance, do not get me wrong. However, for the price of that fragrance, I just wanted more personally, and we're all different, and every fragrance does not have to be beast mode. Also, like, just note, there are some fragrances that are worth it just because the scent is beautiful. Not everything has to be beast mode, but for me, I just wanted Lyra to do more than it did for me, and it wasn't doing it for me. So yeah, I let it go. There you have it. Those are some of the fragrances that I changed my mind on. Go ahead and let me know. Are there any fragrances that you've changed your mind on? Are there any food, meals, anything that you used to not like and now you find yourself liking? Go ahead and let me know in the comment section. I will be interested to hear from you. Also, go ahead and do all of that good stuff, guys. Like, share, and subscribe, guys. Please like, please share, please subscribe. And until I see you again in my next video, because I look forward to seeing you again in my next video, stay beautiful, stay blessed. Hi and bye. The next fragrance on the list, the next fragrance is going to come with a bruh. In today's video, I will be, so without further ado, let's I don't know if the camera is focusing, guys. I don't know what's happening with my camera and focusing these days, but my people, how the team goes.